The following is a presentation of The Day.
Thank you guys for joining us. This is Live Lunch Break from the Telegraph in New London. My name is Rick Koster from The Day. You can see the logo emblazoned across my t-shirt. And I did pay for this. The Day didn't just give it to me. What's not so great, this is Noah Feldman, by the way, is that the t-shirt underneath this actually has a logo, and I didn't realize you can see it through the outer shirt. So, sartorially speaking, I'm not doing such a great job, but we're not care about that. Streaming live, theday.com. This is a very talented young man. I knew his dad. I first found out about Noah through his dad because your dad and I used to go back and forth talking about bands and email and Facebook, and he knew a lot about music. He was a good dude, and he raised a son who was a spectacular talent, a great player and singer, and a very talented songwriter. And we're glad to have Noah Feldman here today for Live Lunch Break. This is Noah.
Thank you, Rick. All right, this first is one of the earlier songs that I wrote that's developed a lot over the years, and it seems like every time I play it, it comes out a little bit different. Don't let the past keep you from reaching for tomorrow. Tomorrow's all you got. The past just brings us sorrow. I'll be the one that's always there. I'm always by your side. And when tomorrow comes, I was there along the ride. Hey, I'm your man. Yeah, I'm the one that's gonna save you. But first, I need to know you'll be the one that's gonna save me too. Though sometimes you won't believe it's worth the fight. Trust in me, I know someday it'll all be alright. Just as long as I have you and you have me, there's always one that understands, one who can see that, hey, I'm your man. Yeah, I'm the one that's gonna save you. But first, I need to know you'll be the one that's gonna save me. Why should we fight when we know there's no reason to go on? Then I see the light in your eyes. I know that I was wrong. Every time. Hey, I'm your man. Yeah, I'm the one that's gonna save you. But first, I need to know you'll be the one that's gonna save me. Hey, Lord, I'm your man. Yeah, I'm the one gonna save you, yeah. First, I need to know you'll be the one that's gonna save me too. Thank you, guys. All right. Hang on one sec. So this is kind of my cover for the day. The first time I heard the song was at the Bean and Leaf, the old location on Washington Street. My cousin had come down to play the open mic and was doing original stuff, and I wasn't writing anything yet. I just started playing, and he played this song that he had kind of taken the things that happened to him in high school and in college and wrote a song about them that chronicled it, and he played it, and something about the way he did it and how real it was got me started writing. And fast forward, it's been 5 or 6 years now. Finally, I almost have the skill to play the guitar part, so I'm going to attempt to do this for you today. It's called Plaza Life, and it's by Rob Ware. When our cars aren't broken, package store is open. Give you all the bad news, but you could probably figure it out. Was an evil daughter, poisoned all of our water. She never would repent for her crimes. Now all we have is wine. I watched another ending to another day, just dull and thoughtless, so maybe I'm the same. I can't stick around here for very long. I don't wanna die here where I don't belong. Tonight let's stay inside, dice it up, pretend that we've died. No better way to celebrate our lives than smoke cigarettes and lie. There was a boy from Coventry, filled his car up with cans of gasoline. Took a friend and drove that car right into a tree, just echoing his brother's drunken deed. I watched another ending to another day, just dull and thoughtless, or maybe I'm the same. I can't stick around here for very long. I don't wanna die here where I don't belong. That night we walked barefoot across the frozen lawn. I knew we'd always be alone in our Plaza Life, our Plaza Life, our Plaza Life. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do, ooh. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do. Thank you.
Excuse me, do you know the song Horse with No Name? It's by America. It was recorded in 1970.
I do, but I'm not playing any other covers today. I'm sorry. Okay, this is, I haven't played this song in about 3 years, and then Rick, without knowing anything about it, posted the link to the video from when I played this at Berks. That was the first time I played there, which was like my first gig. And I said, oh, well, now I guess I have to play that song today. It actually turns out this was my dad's favorite song of mine, and when I was in this band called The Faceless Thursday with Nathaniel Ross, Christian Brunel, and Sean Lampert and Zach Lewis, who all are still somewhat active in the local music community when they're not at school, which they all are right now. But Chris and I wrote this song for the band, and it sounded great in the band context. I never got it to sound the way I wanted acoustically, but we're going to give it a shot today. This is called Nightmare. I think I'm dead, I think it's done, I think this fight just can't be won. You lost your chance to ever see a shining star inside of me. Ripping my soul from my chest, trying to see the best, killing me slowly, destroying my mind. A nightmare leaving me behind. I wish I may, I wish I might, to see my soul tonight. If I must to ease the pain, I'd rather die than go insane. A candle burns, devil's mark, a pentagram turns my soul grows dark. Lost the fire, you see that living thing inside of me, ripping my soul from my chest, trying to see the best, killing me slowly, destroying my mind. A nightmare leaving me behind. Heart destroyed, a mind unhinged, we employed the dark and binge. Did you think you could help me here to find a new life bright and dear? Father lost, you are forgotten, I don't need you, my heart is rotten. Was it really worth the pain you caused to make the grave contract the claws? I've lost it, it's gone. Save me, help help me. I've lost it, it's gone. Save me, help me. Ripping my soul from my chest, trying to see the best, killing me slowly in my mind, a nightmare leaving me behind. The song is done, the bard has cried, but just begun, tales told inside. My beating, bleeding, telltale heart, destroyed, assaulted, ripped apart. Thank you. So clearly that's something very different from a lot of what I'm doing now. But I really haven't played that in years. I forgot most of the lyrics, which is why I printed it out. And it's a little darker than I remember. Okay, this is from actually about the same era of writing when I was still in that band, The Faceless Thursday. But this is kind of the start of the stuff that I'm doing now, which is a little more, not necessarily more personal, but I think a little more intimate. It's not written for a big rock band with 2 guitars and a synth player and the drummer that was beating the crap out of everything. It was when I started doing the solo gigs, and I had to have stuff that I could back up with just my guitar. And this song is called Yesterday. I think the sky is falling like raindrops from the clouds. I think that I am calling. Time is now. It's time to find the way to see what we could be. The rain, it turns to thunder, the lightning flashes on. I seem to be under the spell of your song. Don't know where I'm going, I don't know where I have been. All I need place to begin. It's time to find the way to see what we could be. In this place of shattered dreams, broken memories we hide, we find the one we're looking for somewhere deep inside. Look a little harder, your spirit knows the way. All I know is I'm from yesterday. It's time to find the way to see what we could be. It's time to see the place we could have been. We'll find a way to get to yesterday. It's time to find the way to see what we could be. Thank you.
What do y'all think? Noah Feldman? Tremendous. You having fun?
I am, absolutely.
Nice crowd on a rainy autumn day.
Yeah. Actually, I wasn't really expecting anybody to show up.
Well, Peter and I would. Rich owns the joint, so
This is true.
I got it.
no. I think you have people that are fond of your work maybe more than you know, and that's a good thing. You deserve it. I think it was real interesting to watch you play in that first set, and you and I were speaking before the show that you write a lot of tunes in minor keys, and technically that sort of gives itself lends itself to melody and prettier stuff than the A major that Ted Nugent might throw down consistently.
I hope so.
And one thing I was thinking is that you write a lot on acoustic guitar, and don't you think just the sound of the guitar, acoustic as opposed to electric, sort of lends itself to open strings and a minor key? It's
Yeah.
just your thoughts
Absolutely. I think, yeah.
on it. Fair enough, because that last song, for example, and the one before used a lot of open string chords that are very pretty. Do you know those chords? Or are you just messing around on a fretboard and that sounds cool?
When I wrote those songs, I was just messing around on the fretboard. At this point, I know a little more about the theory. And that's always kind of been my, I don't want to say signature, but something that, like, when I've been in bands, they know me as the guy that plays all of those freaking weird open chord, open string chords up the neck.
Yeah, and then you have to teach it to them because presumably you don't know that that's you yourself? That's an F sharp 13 or whatever it might be.
I was lucky enough in the band that I was in that our keyboard player was pretty good at the theory and also played guitar, so he could decipher it. I got very lucky.
I also noticed that you were playing without a pick, right? And for one, if you're finger picking, obviously that's okay. But when it comes to the strum and stuff, did you just start out accidentally playing with your? How does that work?
The first guitar that I had was a nylon string, which you're not supposed to play with picks, and I got used to that. And then I just never was comfortable using it. I played for a year or a year and a half without wanting to use a guitar pick. And then finally I started playing some of the heavier rock stuff and got to the point where I said, okay, I probably should start learning how to do that now. But all of the styles that I started out with, I had to do with just my fingers.
I mean, when you think about it, like for years, Jeff Beck was one of the greatest guitarists in the world and played with a pick. And at a certain point, he goes, you know what?
Get tired of dropping it.
Yeah, I got tired of dropping it.
That's what he said, yeah.
You know, is that what he said, literally?
Yeah.
And so he went to, and I guess it sort of worked out for him. So
Sounds fantastic. And Mark Knopfler, too.
That's
I was
right.
listening to Dire Straits on the way over here.
Oh, wow. So now you played you played 4 really lovely songs. And so people are going to want to understandably know, when can we buy these? Am I throwing you under the
Yeah, a little bit.
here?
Well,
I
I have hopes to get a record out sometime in the next 365 days, but I have no idea yet when and how that's going to happen. I know I would absolutely love to work with the folks over at Dirt Floor Studios in Chester. But that it comes down to time and personnel and funding and getting all 3 of those to happen at the same time.
And school. If
And
you're going to go to school.
I'm hoping to start school again in the spring. Start at Three Rivers and then see where that takes me.
You study music?
Not at Three Rivers.
Oh, I suppose
It'll be
not.
Gen Ed there, and then we'll see what happens.
Fair enough. We are talking with Noah Feldman here at Live Lunch Break. And thank all of you guys for showing up. I know it's starting to get autumn outside, so you could probably be out apple picking or pumpkin carving, but you chose to be here, and we appreciate it. And I must say, Pixie, I don't want you to be upset with Noah because he wouldn't play America, because this goes out live.
I know that song. I'm not sure if he did. I mean,
No, he does know it,
I do.
but he can't play it because we would have to pay royalties to America, and they don't have enough money. And the day would make Peter and I pay it out of our pockets. They don't just say, we'll write that check for you. But anyway, I didn't want you to think Noah's mean, because he's a really gracious and fine young man. Would you bless us with a few more tunes?
Absolutely.
All right, this is Noah Feldman.
All right. So some of my songs have stories, and some of them not so much. This is one that definitely has a story. I had a friend that went on vacation to, I think, Montreal, and was out one night with his parents doing whatever, and saw this graffiti on the wall somewhere that was it was a picture of the skyline on fire, and it said in English and in French, "Let us dance in the ruins of our society." And he thought that was pretty cool. He took a picture of it, and then he sent it to me. And about 3 o'clock in the morning, I wake up to this text message from this guy that I couldn't even tell who it was at the time, of this piece of graffiti from Montreal. And I said, man, that's a lyric. And I sat down and I wrote this song pretty much right into the recorder in one shot, and then went through and edited it later. So this is called In the Ruins of Society. Let's dance in the ruins of society. Let's dance in the ruins of our society and sing to the tune that revolution brings. Let's dance in the ruins of society. Let's dance in the smoldering of Montreal. Let's walk to the heart of the fire that started it all. Let's dance in the fading ruin of London town and race through the crumbling streets that know no crown. Let's dance in the ruins of society. Let's dance in the ruins of society. Let's sing to the tune that revolution brings. Let's dance in the ruins of society. Let's dance to the beat of hearts that start anew. Let's find them, the people whose lives we once knew, and dance to a new song that is oh so old. We'll sing along and let us behold. Let's dance in the ruins of society. Let's dance in the ruins of society and sing to the tune that revolution brings. Let's dance in the ruins of our society. Let's drink from the sparkling fountain of youthfulness. See them in their shiny, starry, shimmering dress and sing the desolate songs of Bethlehem for him, a false Messiah, but just a man. Let's dance in the ruins of society. Let's dance in the ruins of our society and sing to the tune that revolution brings. Let's dance in the ruins of society. dark, decay, and dying world. It's sad the way no man seems to be heard. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to do something here that, for me, is pretty different. I, for a really long time, have been writing a lot of these very melodic, minor key songs. And I have a girlfriend of almost 2 years who's been bothering me for almost 2 years to write a happy song. And my personal opinion is that if you try to force any kind of song, then it's just not going to come out well. But finally, this one kind of came out of it. And this is for her, named Sarah Beth Hanitsky. It's mighty dark outside, but we've got all the light we need. You little light of mine, gonna shine out over all we see. This night will end, and then, my friend, I'll look to you and say I love you. And when you're by my side, I know that you're the one I need. And when I start to slide, I know you'll pull me back to here. This night will end, and then, my friend, I'll look to you and say I love you. Woke up yesterday, didn't know quite what to say. Now I look at you and I say, I know I'm gonna make it through. This night will end, and then, my friend, I'll look to you and say I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. That's kind of a work in progress, but this is the first time I played it out, so. Okay. I'm going to do 2 more for you guys here. This next one, I was lucky enough a couple of years ago to play an art opening and house party on a houseboat in Manhattan on the Chelsea Pier, which was kind of the coolest opportunity that I think I've had to date. And it was friends of a friend of my father's that he had been down visiting and played a demo of mine, and they jumped on it and said, oh, bring him down for the party, he can play and network and the rest of it. And my dad's friend works on Jersey Boys, the musical, as a stagehand. So we went down on a Sunday night, down to Manhattan, set up, and I played through this art opening, and then about 8 o'clock they pulled all the art down, put the beer and the liquor down on the counter, and it turned into this party. And all kinds of people came to jam. And at one point, I was there with, don't even know his name, but there's this guy playing a hand drum sitting next to me, and he looks over at me and says, do you have any of your own stuff? I said, I don't know. And I ended up writing this song. The boat's called the Elena Queen of Arts, and I wrote this song on the spot there, and then brought it home and edited it and modified it and revised it a little. But this is called the Chelsea Pier. New York City's so pretty in the month of May. New York City's so pretty in the month of May. It's so damn pretty, Lord, I wish I could stay. The water's so pretty on the Chelsea Pier. The water's so pretty on the Chelsea Pier. When the pier's looking good, yeah, got no reason to fear. Yeah. Stay on this boat forever. I got no reason to leave. Wanna stay on this boat forever. Got no reason to leave. I'll stay on Pier 59. That's where I want to be. All right, thank you. So I'm gonna finish something quite a bit more upbeat. if and when I do put out an album, unless I write something better, this would be the lead single. It's a song that I wrote about a year and a half ago, I think. That, well, more than that, 2.5 years ago. That was about a girl that I was having trouble with, like just about every song that any guy writes. That's how it starts out. That's how it all starts out. But this song was a whole hell of a lot more successful than that relationship. It's called Umbrella. Grab your umbrella, baby, 'cause it's raining hard like you never seen. I know that maybe, just maybe, that rainstorm is gonna wash us clean. Are you happy with him now? Are you, honey? Can I give you everything that you want? I know he has looks in the money, but can he give you all that you want? Grab your umbrella, baby, 'cause it's raining hard like you never seen. I know that maybe, just maybe, that rainstorm is gonna wash us clean. Past couple of weeks, things been crazy. Saw you with him just yesterday. And I thought maybe, just maybe, when I saw you, you might have looked my way. Grab your umbrella, baby, 'cause it's raining hard like you never seen. And I know that maybe, just maybe, the rainstorm is gonna wash us clean. Can't you see that it was so much better when it was just you and me? Can't you see it could be so much better? Can't you see, girl, can't you see? Grab your umbrella, baby, 'cause it's raining hard like you never seen. I know that maybe, just maybe, that rainstorm gonna wash us clean. Grab your umbrella, baby, 'cause it's raining hard like you never seen. I know that maybe, just maybe, that rainstorm is gonna wash us clean.
Noah Feldman, what do you think?
Thank you, guys.
Terrific. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you guys for being here. Thanks to Rich, of course, and the Telegraph. I'm Rick Coster from theday.com. Now listen, next week, in conjunction with Connecticut College, we're going to have a very special guest. Not that Noah wasn't very special, but they are always special. That's why you keep coming back, and we appreciate it. We are going to have from Pakistan, a Pakistani indigenous music ensemble called Kuman. How do you say that? Kumanian, I believe is how they're pronounced. And they're over here, special envoy, really good stuff. Please join us here. I think you'll see some astonishing musicianship. So you guys go forth and have a nice autumn weekend. We'll see you next week.